In 1 John chapter 5, verses 14 and 15 say, "And this is the confidence that we have toward him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And if we know that he hears us in whatever we ask, we know that we have the request that we have asked of him." Francis Schaeffer, well-known theologian, tells a story about flying from Europe to Minneapolis on a prop plane over the Atlantic Ocean years ago. And during the flight, the plane lost not only one engine, but both engines. And as the plane began losing altitude, the crew began radioing for help. News of the emergency was broadcast over the radio. Schaeffer's own family heard the news and began praying that God would save the plane and start the engines. And as the pilot prepared passengers for an emergency ocean landing, Schaeffer himself prayed this simple prayer: "Lord, start the engines." Remarkably, the engines did indeed start, and the plane was able to land safely. Schaeffer concluded with the pilot, the only explanation for the engines restarting was that God had answered their prayers. And the lesson for you and I is that simple and effective praying doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to be a theologian to make simple, childlike prayers of faith to Jesus. Specific praying isn't about presenting God with your wish list, but instead it's about specifically praying in line with his purposes and along with his people. As we've looked at over the last several days, purposeful prayer, well, I wonder what kind of specific prayers do you need to be praying right now? Are they in alignment with God's will and his purposes? Remember, when you pray for these matters in purpose and with his people, God will show up and do his purposeful work through our prayers. I'm Ray Jones, and that's another Heart Truth for your day.